everyone, welcome back to my Skillshop project series. Today I demonstrate my task 43, which is design a responsive manage users page in admin panel using HTML, CSS, JavaScript and Tailwind CSS and program the user blocking process. The purpose of this page is to allow administrators to monitor and control user accounts effectively. So this implementation improves security, user management and administrative control within the system. Okay, now we are currently in admin dashboard and this is dashboard overview. Then we can move to our user management. Okay, now you can see here we can manage users. Okay, so in this section we can see the user details table, which displays information about registered users in the system. For example, this record shows a user named Susie Anya with the email address susieanya@gmail.com. The user's role is a buyer, meaning they can purchase products or services from the platform. The join date indicates the user registered on March 10, 2026. The status shows that the account is currently active, meaning the user is allowed to access the system. In the actions column, the admin has the option to block the user if necessary, which can restrict the user's access to the platform. Okay, now I'll block this Susie Anya buyer. Okay, now you can see those are switches to active, switches to blocked and block switches to unblocked status. So then let's check whether this buyer can log in to our Skillshop site. Okay, now I'm going to sign in as Susie Anya. Okay. Okay, you can see your account has been blocked. Please contact support. So now we cannot log into our account because we blocked previously in our admin panel. Okay, so in our table also you can see the status is converts to blocked. Okay, so then let's remove and again we can check it. Okay, now you can see those are switches to previous one and we will see. Okay, sign in successful, redirect into our home page. Okay, so by using this we can control and manage our users. Okay, so that is what I implement in my task 43 and let's move to see my code structure. Okay, as you can see we are in admin users.php file. First, the system ensures that only authorized administrators can access the manage users page. So this code starts the session and ensures only logged in admins can access the page by redirecting unauthorized users to the admin login page and stopping further execution. Next, the system logs the database connection. Okay, then this line includes the database connection file so the system can connect to the database and perform queries. Now the system retrieves user information from the database. So here, this SQL query performs multiple operations. It retrieves all user details, joins account type tables, combines multiple roles into one field, groups user by ID, sorts users by neighbors registration date. The important part is the group concat. This function combines multiple rows into a single value. So, as an example, buyer and seller. So, this improves data readability and table organizations. Okay, here this line sends the SQL query to the database and it retrieves the user records and stores them in the $sign user variable. So this data will be displayed in the users table. Now the system displays the user data in a table. Okay, so here this table displays user information, uses Tertiary CSS for styling, and it is fully responsive. The crossed up default means the table takes the full width of the screen. Okay, here this loop retrieves one user record at a time, continues until all users are displayed. This combines first name and last name into a single display value. Okay, then here this one displays the user's registered email address, and here this function splits rows into an array. Okay, then this for each loop displays each row separately, and here this shows whether the user is active or blocked. So this helps administrators monitor account status. Now the system creates the user login button. Okay, here this button calls a JavaScript function and sends the user ID and triggers the login process. Now I will explain the search functionality. Okay, so here the filter users function. This function filters users based on search input, and here this retrieves the search field, and this one converts search text to lowercase. So this ensures case insensitive search. Okay, then here this checks whether the search text matches the username. This hides non-matching users and it improves user experience and search efficiency. Now I will explain the blocking process. This function handles the block and unblock operation. It sends user ID to the server, updates the status and changes button appearance. This creates data to send to the server. This one sends a post request called the PHP processing file and sends user ID securely. Okay, then now I will explain the backend process. Okay, then here this ensures only administrators can block users, and here this retrieves the user ID from the request, and here this checks whether the user ID is missing, and here this query gets the user's current status, and then here this logic switches the status automatically. If active interface, it switches to blocked states, and if it is in blocked status, it switches to active status. Okay, then here this one says the new status, and then here this sends the updated status back to JavaScript, and after receiving the response, the system changes status text, changes button text, and changes button color. As example, blocked in red and active in green. So this improves real-time integration and user experience. Okay, then when we talk about the responsive of this design, this page uses Tailwind CSS responsive classes. As example, class flex call MD flex store. In mobile, it is in a vertical layout. Desktop, it is in horizontal layout. So this ensures mobile compatibility and responsive design. Okay, then this system includes session authentication, access control, input validation, secure database queries, and unauthorized access prevention. So these features improve system reliability, data security, and user management. Okay, then in conclusion, I successfully designed and implemented the Manage Users page in the admin panel with the user plugin system. So the system displays all registered users, roles and details, supports real-time search functionality, allows administrators to block and unblock users, and use asynchronous communication, provides responsive interface design, and ensures secure user management. So this implementation improves administrative control, system security, and user account management. So then thank you so much for watching, and hope to see you in my next video.